Hi guys, this is your friendly neighborhood yawning cat, and we are here with the Single Mom LP final episode. We are sort of going to round everything up a little bit. So, Annie Annie has told her parents all about her pregnancy. Um, and I'll tell you about their reactions really, really soon. But first, I want to show you that, as for Lawson's aspiration, obviously he's going towards it. He's going to go on dates with Sandy. He's not, planning on leaving her anytime soon. He wants to spend the rest of his life with her. So his aspiration would be very, it's on its way, basically. The other thing is he has gotten his head around the fact that she has, put a knot on those fallopian tubes and is not going to be able to have children anymore because she just chose not to have children anymore. And he has, sort of concluded that, it's obvious that, it takes two to have children, and she has the right, Sandy has the right to say, I think I've had enough children. I do not want any more. And he does understand that it wasn't the best thing that she did it before telling him, but at the same time, he sort of understands that, she probably wouldn't have been, he probably would have fought against it and not made it as easy for her to make that decision. So at the same time, he does understand why she sort of did it behind his back first. And he's kind of okay with it. At this point, he's pretty darn okay with it. As for Sandy, she is also all the way on the way to completing her super parent aspiration, because Annie has 3, so emotional control, manners, and responsibilities, and she has 3 character values. She will have 3 character values, probably, definitely, when she ages up into an adult. That will complete Sandy's aspiration, well, at least this point, and go into full parent mode. Obviously, she's going to do that while she is taking care of the twins. Let's go straight for the twins, shall we? So, Nick has aged up into the cutest little man. I mean, look at those freckles, look at that hair, look at that cuteness. He is gorgeous, amazing, sweet, everything that a kid could be. Cadence is also, the cutie of the cuties. Nick has decided that, his goal as a child will be to be a social butterfly, and he is a goofball. That is his trait. Now, as for Cadence, our little smarty pants, little inquisitor who wanted to learn a lot when she was a toddler, she wants to be a whiz-kid, and she is a genius. So good things await those who try hard at the things that they do. So she is definitely on a path, to do some greatness. And Annie, well, let me tell you about our little darling Annie. So she told Sandy first. She sat her down in the morning after, they've had breakfast, after they've had a good chat, and she basically said, Mom, I have something very, very important to tell you, and I don't want you to freak out. And at the same time, I realize you won't freak out because that's not the kind of mom that you are. And what she basically... Wait, let me pause just for a second. Okay, don't nap here. We should put these away probably. We're going to have him play. And her sleep. Okay. There you go. So she said, I know you're not that kind of mom. You're not that kind of parent that just freaks out over stuff. So I want to tell you something. I want to tell you that yesterday at prom, I found out that I am pregnant. Me and Devin, the time that we went out for crab cakes and we went out to watch movie in his backyard. Well, things got, a little bit too romantic. We decided to take, that sort of step towards having our first woohoo, and it might not have been the best decision now that I think about it. So, I found out I'm pregnant. We took that step, we had woohoo, and this is the consequence. He wore a condom, he wore protection, everything is supposed to be fine, but I guess something went wrong. Maybe it popped or something. I don't know. I don't know how condoms work that well. I only know that he had one on, and that was supposed to be enough, but I guess it's not. So I am pregnant. And Sandy said that is totally fine. Well, it's not ideal, but it is fine. You are bringing a life into this world. And I am not going to say that I am very proud of you, because I'm not super proud that this happened, but at the same time, I'm not disappointed. You have made me a proud mother of a daughter who is reaching for her goals, who works hard, who studies hard, and who takes responsibility for her actions. And you telling me all of this is taking responsibility for your actions. And you have made me really proud. You are a super daughter. You have done so many things. You have achieved so much, really, that it is simply impossible for me to be angry at you at this point. And I'm not angry at you. After, she sort of said all of that, she also said, now, I think you need to go tell Lawson and then come back to me, because I do have something else to add to, to the situation that has happened. So Annie went and told Lawson, and Lawson was like, well, you told Sandy, you told me, and it takes a lot of guts to talk about something like this, and it takes a lot of guts to be open about it and to just, deal with the problem at hand. And this is not necessarily a problem, but this is going to be a sort of little, bump in the road for you to get over this sort of situation. And I'm happy you told me. I'm happy that you're an honest kid. I couldn't have hoped for a better kid than you, and I respect you telling me. So thank you, and I hope that, you do. Oh, he's gonna go to work. Okay. And I hope that you are going to be a good mother, and whatever you choose to do, I will support you through it. And Annie made her way back to Sandy, and she said, I have done what you have told me. I have told Lawson. I was planning to tell Lawson, obviously, but now that I have, what is that other thing that you said you wanted to tell me? And Sandy is just snarfing those pancakes in the morning, because why the frick not? So Sandy told her, if you, and this is going to be the heart talk here, girl, if you think that you are responsible enough to have woohoo with your boyfriend, and you feel that you are responsible enough to take that gamble on possible pregnancies at such an early age, then I think that you also need to take on the responsibility to raise that child independently. And what that means is that Sandy is telling Annie that she will have to move out, find a place to stay, whether it's a house or an apartment, whatever it is, but she will have to live independently and raise that child on her own or with Devin, whatever it is, but she needs to take responsibility to that sort of level, And Annie was like, you know what, I understand how this is a logical consequence of my choices. And she has sort of accepted that condition. And so Now, all that's left is for Annie to move out and to gain some perspective on responsible living and start living with Devin, probably in San Myshuno. So, this sort of wraps up this LP pretty nicely, I think. Sandy has achieved a great level of, fashion career. She's on her way to become a designer. She has already received news that she's going to get that promotion. It's just, it's just the works. They have to sort of go through the process of, dealing with other candidates. But her boss has said that she has never seen anybody work so hard and juggle so many priorities at the same time and be so good at it. And that's why she's giving her the job. So, Sandy has built a family. She has raised her daughter. She has met the love of her life. And she has given birth to 2 additional children who are going to turn out wonderfully because she is doing the best she can with her parenting skill, and she has maxed that out. She has prepared herself to be the best mother possible. And so now we are going to be transitioning into 16 I'm Pregnant, which is going to focus on Annie and Devin raising their child together and sort of trying to balance out high school, staying in high school, dealing with their, homework, and dealing with raising a kid all by themselves, probably working part-time and trying to get that, make themselves stable financially, reach for their dreams, raise a kid, stay in school, do well. So basically, they will have a lot of stuff that they will have to work on, but that is where they're going to have to, that is what they're going to have to do. So I would like to thank you guys so much for watching this LP. And I would just like to point out that this LP has been my, it was my first LP, and I have learned to edit better. I have learned to not only edit better, but, to film better episodes, to create better content, to take better screenshots, man. So I have learned so much throughout this LP, and I feel like I have learned so much. And the characters that came out of this LP are, they are one of a kind, and they have helped create themselves in a way where, the story just took off. And I feel so proud of my first LP, and the way that it's ending is on a very high note. It's very, idyllic. Family life is going well. Their career lives are going well. Everything is pretty darn good. So, to all of those who will be watching this in the future, and all of those who have watched since the first episode to the last one, and whoever joined in along the way, I want to thank you guys so much for watching and for participating in the comment section. There have been a few people, and I love you guys so much. So I love you guys, and I love this LP, and I'm glad to see it carry on in a whole other way, but at the same time, it is going to be a sort of continuation of the legacy of the single mom LP. And just thank you so much for watching. If you like this video and have any, feels or comments, write them down in the comment section. If you are watching this and you're not yet a member of the fam, then do join in, because we have so much fun together, guys. So now, thank you guys yet again, and I will see you soon. Bye!